Welcome everyone to the newest episode of the Tumult Trials. We've got another exciting one tonight. We have a common only Treyst and Rossum list. If you remember from a few episodes ago, we ran a common only Basira list. That was a lot of fun, and I kind of wanted to see how Axiom handled playing with commons only. So let's take a look at the hero and the deck lists and get into some games. So Treyst and Rossum is a very heavily value-based hero that says, when a card leaves your reserve during the afternoon, if I have less than 5 scrap counters, I gain a scrap counter. If I have 5 or more scrap counters, I gain exhaust, draw a card, and put a card from your hand in reserve. So what they want you to do is basically dump things into reserve that are cheap to get out or that have support abilities, and then turn on this ability as quickly as possible and just have an insurmountable amount of card selection to power you through the game. And that's all well and good when you're playing a normal version of the deck, but when you're playing commons only, it's a little more complicated. I'll say that. I think that in general we're going to have the opposite problem as with a Bravos common only deck. So we have a lot of ways to use their abilities still. I'll just click through some. Like, we've got the good common support abilities. We've got some resupply from reserve. We have permanent cost reduction from reserve. Axiom naturally has a lot of things you want to play from reserve just because of two of their heroes are kind of focused on that. What Axiom doesn't have naturally are ways to make your characters better. We lose the out of faction rarer Haven Bravos Bastion, which is really big in like a lot of Trace decks. We lose, I mean, all the out of faction cards are big in every normal deck. We lose a lot of the bigger characters. Like, our biggest character is Athena, and we're only running one because it costs 5. We're not running that many landmarks. The only landmarks we're running are the Axiom reprocessor for more resupply to just turn on Trace sooner, and some armored jammers just because we don't have a ton of disruption. We've got Kelon Burst and a couple hooks to kind of trick our opponent to having certain sides and stuff, but we don't have Boom or anything because we're not really a Brass Bug Hive deck or a Brass Bug deck in general. I don't even think we're running the Armorer because it's just not typically in Trace list. Trace is very... I don't know if I want to call it aggro, but it's very character focused, very like, I'm going to play the characters and I'm going to win with the characters I'm playing instead of a token strategy. But we are missing the huge downside of, or we're missing the huge upside of Haven, especially in this kind of deck. Otherwise, like, I'm excited. I'll say that this deck again was inspired by a guy trying. If you haven't checked out their YouTube, they have been releasing deck lists for different heroes, and I just really like the way they explain decks. I don't explain decks the same way because there's not really a point to, but they go through like the cores of decks and then like optional cards, and it helps me build these kinds of jank common only or silly decks that we play on the Tumult Trials. I'm very curious how this is going to go. I'm hoping that we at least see a lot of card flow on our side of the game, even if we're not winning games. I hope we're seeing a lot of card selection, a lot of card advantage, and, you know, hopefully eking out a win at least once. But if we don't, it's still fun to see. So let's get into some games and see how common only Treyst and Rossum does against other real decks. Alright, we're here with some Pauper or commons only Treyst against Fen Crowbar. So this is going to be interesting. We'll have a lot of card advantage, but not a lot of ways to make our characters bigger and better, which is what we lose for not being able to play the out of faction Haven. But let's see how things go. Okay. That's not bad, actually. I think we have 3 Tinkerbells. I don't think it's too early for Hooked. Next permanent costs 1 less. The Sabotage next turn might be nice. Okay, I think we do this. So a 1-drop, a 2-drop, both can leave reserve, have the jammer for next turn in case we need to sabotage. Let's see how this goes, and be able to make it cheaper. Oh, and Anansi already. Anansi is definitely the card I'm like most afraid of is not the right word, but I think everybody agrees now that it is a solid card. Alright, well, we moved. So, play this, and then do we have Copelia too? When I go to reserve from your hand. Copelia is not actually in this hero. It's not as good as in like Subosh, because Subosh just does the thing on its own, but it's not bad. We have cards like Ada Lovelace that let us put things in our reserve, but we'd rather be putting one of our permanents, one of our 5 or 6 permanents. Let's see what they do. We got an aloe vera. Okay, that was their whole turn. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna. What do they need? Okay, so we can't block them. Right? No. But maybe we... just both move on this side. I think that's okay. I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. It's been a chill, quiet night, which is nice. It's good to relax. Okay, so we're gonna put this in reserve, because that's gonna draw us a card. And then we're going to make this cheaper, and then we're gaming. Yeah, we're gonna support ability. So now this costs 1 less, right? Yep. We're going to get rid of the... we get rid of the Anansi, because they're not going to get the Asmodeus for a couple turns. And then we play this on this side. That gets us resupply next turn. Honestly, that was like kind of a sweet turn for commons only. I won't lie, I'm gonna be a little sad if this deck plays pretty well and like it's just Bravos that struggles no matter what you do. Ooh. Another jammer's not bad actually, but so we'll get to 4. We are going first, so we could jammer the Asmodeus. 2 or okay, I think we actually get rid of the Amelia. I kind of want the stats, but I think we want to just get to 5 counters on Treyst as quickly as possible. Wow, another Anansi. Okay, I think we have to get rid of the Anansi because that's too big for us to do anything about. Maybe they put to sleep the aloe vera to have the resupply for next turn. Oh, okay. That works too. I think we're okay with that. We have like no way to get rid of that. I'm pretty sure we have no way to get rid of that. Yeah, I think we. Oh, man. I think we do that. I think we just play it. Just have more options in reserve. I mean, we're moving. They're gonna be able to do stuff next turn, I think, though. I wonder if they're actually trying to win with Lyra Festival. I don't like playing that card for value. I think you should only be playing it if you're like, I'm gonna win with it. Because so many things have to line up, especially in Lyra. We got a sabotage and a reprocessor. So that costs 1 less. So we could play both of those, but that's not very good. Okay, I think we get rid of the reprocessor. And they're going first. We'll have to see what they do. We can't play everything. Man. We really want to get rid of this aloe vera though. Oh, nice. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, like, you know, Axiom definitely, if I'm not in hee hee ha ha mode, which is most of the time, Axiom is definitely my favorite faction, and I just like the tinkering. And aloe vera. That's pretty big. So we need. Okay, so that's 5. Yeah, we're gonna do this. The only one I have is the Izmir Stargazer that if I think it's like if I discard something from reserve, all my robots get a boost. I think. So we need force, so we could win there. Unless they have something in their hand. I don't think we're ever gonna win in water. can also use traceability now to try to filter. These Oliveros are definitely a problem. I actually want them to play the Sandman because then they put something to sleep. And I can worry about things next turn. But no, so out of the one box we opened like 3 Bravos uniques, 1 Ortis, and 1 Axiom, I think. Interesting. That's pretty bad for us, actually. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what we get. Should discard to reserve. Put that in reserve. Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess we just sabotage. Can we block them at all? No, we can't. Can't win anymore. Might be turning around for them, but I think we sabotage anyway. Really wish we could block them, but we really want this aloe vera to go away. We want the other one to go away, but it is what it is. Well, we have Kelon Burst. Kelon Burst is 4 or less. Alright. We're even. Ooh, there's Kelon Burst. Okay, I think we can get rid of the Copelia. And center reserve target character with hand cost. Interesting. Okay, so we have to put this over here. We do have enough mana to do everything. And we have their ability, which I probably should have done right now, but I don't really have anything I want to put in. I guess it draws me a card. Yeah, I probably should have done it. Let's see what they do. They have... God, Fen just has so many cards. Oh, well. We're, oh, man. That's so rough, because they're just going to play it again. Alright, we're going to do this. 2 Kelon Burst. Wow, I wish we'd done that first, because if we Kelon Burst twice, that would actually be kind of funny. Interesting. They're just gonna do it again. Okay, so I think we... Oh, we can't even... No. Okay, so I think we Kelon Burst the aloe vera. Wait. Am I crazy? Oh, I put it in. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's fine. I forgot the Tristan ability was still, or Treyst ability was still resolving. Alright. If they play the aloe vera again, we're kind of screwed, but it'd be all their mana, I guess. I don't know. This is... They have so many cards. Yeah. We really needed the second Kelon Burst, unfortunately. They need water. We can't even block them. almost think we just keep the cards in our hand. 1, 3, 3. Damn. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. I think the Anansi. I did sabotage 2 Anansis, so this is their last one. So that was kind of lucky. I think Anansi was like the only thing that probably could have stopped us this hard. Yeah. I don't like this. So now we're running into the problem to where we're in the kind of the mid-late game, and our stuff's just not big enough because there's no boost or anything that the deck usually has. So we're going through cards, but okay, we just need stats. So we'll put the Foundry mechanic in mana. Yeah. We really needed to get rid of that aloe vera. So they're gonna anchor. They're probably gonna play the Anansi, would be my guess. Yep. So, I mean, we gotta Kellon burst this. But before we do that, we'll use Treyst ability. I mean, Athena, actually pretty good. We're still... Maybe we play Athena first? Here? You have to block both sides, though. That seems almost impossible to do, actually. But we'll try. Alright. They have so much mana. And we don't have the stats to block them, actually. So I think this is it. Let's see what they do. If they play the Lyra Festival and give the Anansi anchored. Okay. We can't even do everything, unfortunately. They need, so we are blocking them on Mountain. We're not winning. What could you possibly be doing? Yeah, they're gonna anchor it or put it to sleep. I'm holding the Kellon burst in hand to see what they do. We might be able to block them on both sides, but like we're probably not gonna move. It depends on what they do. If they put another character in the companion, then like we're really screwed. But I'm kind of hoping they just Lyra Festival to hold down, because we are I think we're just screwed. They have to have another character in hand. Honestly, like, the aloe vera, we really needed to draw the Kellon burst earlier. The aloe vera's like won them the game, and the Anansi has just sealed the deal. You must select target one card to discard from reserve. What? Target one card to discard to reserve. Okay. Oh, I didn't finish the ability. I don't know why they said GG. They didn't win yet. That's a premature GG. Please play Lyra Festival. It'd be so funny. Because I think I can actually stall them for one turn if they do that. Maybe. Oh my god, they did it. Yeah, they're just... Oh, they're putting that to sleep? God, I wish we had 5 mana. Okay, so I just Kelon burst the aloe vera, and that blocks them on both sides. It doesn't, like, we're definitely still gonna lose, but it does block them at least. And we can keep blocking them with... I bet they feel kind of silly for saying GG prematurely. I'm pretty sure this blocks them. Am I crazy? I think we move. They must have thought they were gonna win with Lyra Festival. Yeah, get rid of the... Actually, we might just need the stats, but no, it's fine. They definitely thought they were gonna win with Lyra Festival, which they definitely still could, like for sure. Okay, so we have 8, so 5, 6. Okay, let's just get rid of the Kelon Elemental. Whoa. The card looks kind of crazy. Yeah, well, now they might get it because they can... Oh, they can only do that once, though. So they need 3 characters and the 3 counters. So we're going first. Alright, we're going to use Trace ability. Oh, that's pretty big for us. Alright, we're definitely sabotaging right now. Kind of awkward stats. Maybe should have put it on the other side to just block them, but we have 6 mana. Athena. I still think they're gonna win, but the early GG was kind of... Oh, they're gonna sabotage the Athena. Yeah, I think that's fine. So that's 5. Okay, so we're gonna... They need Mountain. I think this is the end for us, but you know what? It was a good effort on our part. We stopped double Lyra Festival and like just winning by stats. Ooh, 6 Mountain. Yep. They got there. We needed one more. We needed one more point in Mountain, unfortunately, to hold them off for another turn. Honestly, pretty close. Considering... Yeah, and they have Cloth Cocoon. Pretty close considering how many cards they were seeing. Like, the double Aloe Vera turn was crazy. Okay, Teija. Yep. All right. I think that this is going to be a tough one. I think they're just going to have bigger bodies than us basically the whole time. No permanent start, so we're kind of... Yeah, so this situation Ada is not very good. Might do this. Wow. That's crazy. What a bold move. I mean, we just want things in reserve. I don't know. What a move. The turn 1 daughter. Alright, we don't need this anymore. Probably need it for the stats, but ooh, Kellon burst. And we're going first. Oh, we won't even be able to do that. Yeah, we're gonna keep the Kellon burst. I don't know if they just I guess we're going first is the problem. Yeah, the thing is, like, if they play the daughter again, no matter where we go, they'll block us, but I guess that's fine. Hopefully they just get laser focused and okay. There's no one drop that's well, no, there's not. Okay. We have all 3 Tinkerbells. That's kind of funny. The daughter 2 turns in a row. What is their hand? What could their hand possibly be? Yeah. It's kind of funny. Ooh, honestly, Hooked might be pretty good against them. I don't want to discard the Kellon Burst, but we're going to discard the Copelia. Hooked and I kind of wish they had something in reserve to have these Tinkerbells do something. This is so funny. I'm like pretty confused by the daughter play 2 days in a row. I was gonna say if they play another daughter, I don't know what's going on. We're gonna have to discard one, but it just feels like we're getting no value from this. But we're not gonna get value from it anyway, so no, I think we play this one. I'd rather like waste the ability, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, and they're gonna put it to sleep, and then so if we hook it, they'll. Well, we're already beating them. So we actually don't need to use hook unless they have a 1 mana. Do I think they have a... I don't think they do. I think we can just save it. I might regret this. No. Okay, so they're gonna move. Yeah, I can do it next round though. And like have the same effect. I'm not sure there's a point in doing it this round. We have 2 hooked. Now we can really get them. I don't know. I I'm of the opinion that if you don't need to do something, then you shouldn't do it, but that's just like probably a playstyle preference. So I'm going first, huh? So we could Kel on Burst, make them play the Sneezer Shroom again, still have Hooked Hook, but I think we just need to play the Tinkerbell. Yeah, it's from Stardew. Hi Idris, hope you're having a good night. Um, I kind of want to get off the water, to be honest. I could technically discard my Tinkerbell to increase Trace, right? I was if I'm romancing Teija yet. Hey, who knows? In 10 years, there might be like a romance sim or something. I mean, I'm okay with you giving me mana. Okay, so we're gonna... God, I wish I knew what they had with their 2 mana. We're gonna hooked the Ada. See what they do with their 2 mana. I can just use the one from reserve to move the... Aha, you can have that set. Honestly, if we lose this match, I don't even care. That was funny. Idris, just so you know, we're playing common only Traced. We're having a time. Makes sense. Actually, no. Kodama's actually better from reserve in my opinion. 2 Kel on burst. Actually, getting the counters is easy, but all your stuff stays hella small. This was just like this was kind of a slow game. We drew all of our Tinkerbells, but there's 0 boost, so your stuff just stays really small, and like later in the game you just can't keep up. Yeah. I think we just get rid of one of the Kelon burst. Well, maybe. They might play Aja. But I'll get rid of the Sneezer Shroom. I hope they play the Sneezer Shroom. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. So now we do this. Let me get rid of this. And now Trace is online. Took the first game, it came online pretty quickly. I think it was like turn 3 or day 3, which is probably like average. We have 3 mana left. Well, let's do this. Ooh, wait. So we need okay. We both need forest. I'm okay with both of us moving, because I can have both of us move. Or No, I think I... Interesting. I want both of us to move. Because I can hook the Sneaser or Kellen burst the Sneaser Shroom and then hook the Inari over here and like we'll just both move. Or do I, or I can, I'm gonna Kellen burst the Sneaser Shroom anyway. Just to get rid of it. And then now we're tied, so neither of us are gonna move. But if I hook one of them, if I hook them, we'll both move. But I'll potentially be like a double advance away. Or no one. We're just gonna risk it. Whatever. Hooked is a fun card. I don't know if it's a good card, but it's a fun card. Actually, yeah. I think that ironically ended up, or coincidentally ended up being really good for us because Inari only has one. And their stats 8, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think we get rid of the foundry mechanic. Maybe Treyst will get us another one, make the resupply cheaper. So yeah, we'll do this, just see what we get. Ooh, okay. Well, we're gonna put this here. And then, yeah, we'll play this here. So the next thing we play will be cheaper, so 3, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not the best thing we could be seeing, but it was a ton of their mana, so... And we could actually... No, we can't tie them. Interesting. Huh. So... we just... Okay. I want to move on this side. Do I think... Is there any reason to... Well, no, because then they would move on both sides. Okay. So we should both move. Alright. We're doing okay. The Hydrocana is definitely a problem. But if they don't have another Hydrocana, maybe we can do something. Okay, I just don't think we put anything in mana. I think we need everything. Six, 7, yeah. Well, 7, 6, 9. Yeah, I think we need everything. Probably didn't need another Axiom reprocessor though. I can say that. Alright, let's do this. Let's put Amelia into reserve so that it's cheaper, but we're actually just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna Armored Jammer to get rid of the Muna Merchant. If they don't have a Hydrocana, and if they keep playing things on the hero side, I'm gonna play Amelia over here. Am I crazy? I I think we would have gotten it if they. I think Mowgli was probably one of the worst things they could have played in that situation. But it was still better than the alternative. Okay, I'm gonna play this just in. Oh no! All right, cool. Hello everyone. We're here with some more Pauper Treyst, trying to see if common only Axiom can value its way to victory. Okay, this is not as good of a hand as I would have liked. Honestly, I might keep the hooked just because it was so good. We are playing Basira. Ada could put the Axiom Reprocessor into reserve, but that's like a whole turn. Honestly, what if we just go super control? Just hooked Kellon Burst and Axiom and Tinkerbell. Or things are gonna have fleeting for them. I think the Kellon Burst might actually be good. Honestly, it's the last game. We can be a little silly. It's okay. Be okay with being a little silly, everyone. Also, hi YouTube. I haven't said hi to you this whole time. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the matches. You should give some comment-only decks a try. And if you would like to like and subscribe, you know, you're more than welcome to. It's greatly appreciated. The final match for the second week of the Altered Wiki Online League went up today, but you won't know that because this is not going to go up for a couple weeks. But if you didn't watch it, go check it out. There's some good times. Yeah, I think they'll have a boost, so we'll go on the other side. If they pass, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. Okay. So, yep. I think this might be a rough one. Hopefully we can Kellon Burst these Bravos Blade Dancers before they get to 4 boost. Ooh. Okay. Athena's like our only card with high stats, so we kind of like have to keep it, and we only have 1. So getting rid of the permanent is also not ideal. Okay, so we're gonna sabotage for sure. They can't get 3 boosts in 1 turn, right? That was a lot. Okay, so we have to hook that so we move. They'll move 2 though, but I think we... Oh, actually we're just blocking each other. It's too late now, but I would assume they had another boost. I don't know why they would have like committed that hard. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. We have Kellen Burst. I assume they're immediately gonna play that next turn. Our goal right now is basically run them out of cards, hopefully. Yeah, I think we need the stats in this matchup. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's so few permanents, although they are super like useful, the like 5 or 6 we have. I think Ada Lovelace wants more permanents to like really shine. Oh, they're really okay. Well, this is definitely. I'm not crazy, right? Center reserve. Okay, yeah. We gotta do this. Don't know what they're gonna do now, but okay. Nice. Another Kellon burst would be pretty awesome. Okay, we'll just get rid of the Kellon Elemental. It doesn't really help us right now. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. We are currently playing a common only Treyst and Rossum list. The games have been going better than I expected. I won't spoil anything. If you miss some of the games, it'll come up on YouTube in a couple weeks, I think. So these are so mana intensive, but yeah, like we just got to do this. Hopefully they don't have anything. What if their hand just disappeared? What if that happened? That would be great. Or they can do that. We are technically... If 3 mana... I mean, we gotta play this. To just guarantee we move, but they might move both sides. Because Bravos has... alright. We're just gonna risk this. I don't know. They might block us, but we might block them. They're not blocking us here yet. So now they kind of have to decide which side to block, I guess. Okay. So I think we both move on the hero side, unless I counted wrong. They don't have any mana. This has been an interesting match because we've basically used none of our characters' abilities except for like the first Tinkerbell we played. I was gonna say I better move. 3 is bigger than 2. Everybody say hi to Chopper. Nova's probably in the bedroom. Yeah, just get. I haven't been impressed with the Capelia and the common version of the deck. It's obviously better when you've gotten to 5 counters with Trace, but since the first game, it's been pretty slow getting there. So that'd be 5. What could they possibly... see what they do. I think this is... we're definitely gonna hook something this turn, probably. Oh my god. They're really thinking. Which is fine. Respect the commons. So for the Pauper Basira deck, that one was definitely felt harder to play than this one. I think like if a good player who was concentrating and not yapping was playing, I honestly think it like wouldn't be that bad against like mid-level decks. Okay. So you're doing that, huh? So I could have us both move. They need... Maybe I just hooked. And just have them move on that side, we move on that side, and then it's just a race. Yeah, this might be bold. We still have the Axiom Scrambler. Okay, so they're just passing. So we're both gonna move. I can't block them. I could have blocked them, but then I wasn't blocking them here. So yeah, I think keeping the Scrambler in reserve to be able to play next turn is better. We need stats. Unfortunately, still not at 5 counters. Ooh, the Tinkerbell is nice. Okay. Those would be the only things we did, but I think we get rid of Amelia. And we're immediately gonna Tinkerbell to get rid of the Wukong. I think is the move on this side. Oh, it's from reserve. I knew that. I'm dumb. Well, that was a misplay. It happens. I always get... Which is the one that sabotages from hand? Is that Tooth Fairy? Why were they both little winged human-like creatures? I get them mixed up all the time. Okay, so we can do this and keep Athena, or we can play Athena. So if we play Athena, we'll be at 7. Yeah. No, let's resupply. Resupply again. Okay, so they're trying to move twice. Ooh, did that do it? Yeah. Okay, let's see. So we can't block them. We can't block them, but we can both move here. I think we'll have 8, they'll have 5. Can't block them there. Yeah. Maybe playing Athena was correct, but I think they just would have played on one side then and we would have had no mana. Yeah, so they got it. Yep. GG. Welcome back, everyone. So those were some Pauper, Treyst, and Rossum matches. Honestly, pretty good. I think we had a good mix of some okay matches, some pretty good matches, and, you know, we had a pretty good match in there too. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the experience and the deck, and I'll give a little bit of advice for anyone who's thinking about playing some Pauper or common only decks. Kind of like I said in the intro, the biggest problem with this deck is you don't have any ways to make your characters bigger, and when you get to the later part in the game, basically every faction is using boost to pump the numbers to guarantee they can take a side, and like this deck just doesn't have that. With that in mind, even if you don't have as many landmarks or have them on the battlefield or in the expedition, I should say, I would add 2 more Athenas. I was thinking about this during the games. I would probably add Athenas and cut the Ada Lovelaces. Ada really only did her thing in one game, and it was like good, but it didn't impact the game as much as I would have liked. MVP card easily, and anyone watching the game where we played either 2 or all 3 of them was hooked. When you don't have the bodies or the stats, controlling where your opponent is putting things is crucial. So definitely play 3 hooked. Copelia was also kind of mediocre in the common only version of this deck. Doesn't really come online till you get Treyst online, and some of the games it just took too long for that to happen. Doombringer, phrasing hooked. It was so good in one game that like I might get the card tattooed on my arm or something. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do that. Don't hold me to that. But it was so good that game. Like I was so shocked. So I don't know if I would cut Copelia, but I would maybe drop it down to like 2 for another big body. I think I would just push the mana curve a little higher just to have some more big bodies for the later parts of the game. But it was a lot of fun. I hope people enjoyed watching. I hope people enjoyed seeing Hooked really do work. Really impressive. I'd like to see people play more of that card. I would definitely play this deck again. I think it could be a good contender in like a Pauper tournament if people want to jam some Pauper with friends. But like I said, I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, YouTube. If you want to like and subscribe, it's greatly appreciated, but you don't have to. It's up to you. And I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.